Please work. Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this is one of the first laptops, it's the ASUS TUF-15, to come with Intel's new 11th gen H35 series of processors. I've got the i7-11370H in here, along with an RTX 3070 graphics card. So I'm going to walk you through these new ultra-portable gaming laptops and also explain the H35 series of processors, but make sure you have subscribed and stay tuned because I'll be doing a full review video of this laptop in the next couple of days. But really the headline with this laptop is its processor, the new Intel H35. They're all 4-core, 8-thread chips based on Intel's 10nm superfin technology, and at the top we have the Special Edition, which can boost up to a whopping 5 GHz, although only if the laptop's thermals will allow it, and that's also only for one core.
Hello, sir.
But according to Intel, and this isn't a sponsored video at all, but they're saying these new chips are going to be the fastest processors you can get in a gaming laptop right now, which is a pretty big statement, especially when we already have some awesome Ryzen 5000 series laptops on the market. But while the Ryzen chips offer much better multi-core performance as their 8-core 16-thread chips, Intel once again is the clock speed king, and in games, for the time being, that is still more important. So these new H35 chips also brings with it extras like PCIe 4 support, so potentially faster storage, and also with 4-lane PCIe 4, plugging in, say, an eGPU should be less bottlenecked. It also supports faster RAM and the resizable bar with NVIDIA's GPUs for better memory management, which in some games can boost performance by around 10%. Plus we're getting Thunderbolt 4, Wi-Fi 6 and also 6E support depending on the laptop, and also Intel's much faster Xe integrated graphics, although in these kind of gaming laptops, chances are that you're going to have a dedicated GPU anyway. So Intel is promising some pretty decent upgrades, not only from the lower power Tiger Lake U chips as you'd expect, but also the previous 45-watt Comet Lake H series of chips. So you can see how this could all get a bit complicated, but essentially, Intel's 11th gen chips are just incredibly good at scaling. So in thin and light laptops, we're getting 11th gen U series, which depending on the size and the cooling of the laptop, are either 15 or 28 watts, such as the new XPS 13 or the MSI Prestige 14 respectively. Although having said that, even on the Dell, I've measured a peak power draw of 50 watts or so, albeit only for a second or two. But now we have H35, which despite switching the prefix from a U to an H, it's the same chip. But instead of a 15 or 28 watt TDP, you guessed it, we're now getting 35 watts. Although again, I've measured this up to almost 60 watts. And these are meant for thin and light gaming laptops, or ultra-portable gaming as Intel's marketing likes to call it. But essentially, an ultra-portable gaming laptop is one that's no more than 15 or 16 millimeters thick, screen sizes of 14 to 15 inches, comes with an H35 processor, and either an RTX 3060 or 3070. Well, that's the idea. There's no specific requirement that needs to be met, unlike Intel's Evo laptops. And while Intel would suggest a sub-16mm RTX 3060 spec with an H35, with this, well, ASUS have kind of gone and done their own thing with the TUF, which is 20mm thick and comes with a beefier 3070, albeit one of the lowest powered 80-watt variants. Essentially what we'd have... Please work. In the 5 years I've been doing this, I've never once dropped a laptop until just then. It's kind of ironic that this is the TUF series. Military grade durability, check. Good job, ASUS. I think they would have told me off if I'd broken this. But then coming in Q2 this year, so in a couple of months, we'll start to see Intel's Tiger Lake H45 chips with 8 cores and 16 threads, which will properly take on AMD's Ryzen 5000. Although of course Intel will be coming a little bit late to the party. So where does that leave these new H35 processor laptops? Well, Intel say that we're going to have over 40 different models coming in the first half of the year with one of these new processors, but rather than just peddling their marketing, let me show you some of the results from the tests I run on this. Well, the takeaway, according to my Cinebench and Geekbench tests, is the H35 is the single core king, significantly outperforming the i7-10875H and just coming out in front of the Ryzen. However, the 5900HS easily outperforms the competition in multi-core. I'd say it's still the better chip overall. And really, it's going to be Intel's upcoming H45 series which will give it a proper run for its money. Now I'm going to try and make a video comparing the gaming performance of the different chips as well, but so far all the laptops I've had have had different GPU setups, so it wouldn't really be a fair comparison. But I think aside from that headline 5 GHz boost on the special edition H35, it's going to come down to pricing, because if OEMs can maybe pay less for an H35 than, say, a Ryzen 58 or 5900, for example, given the single-core performance and the slight gaming advantage, Intel's chip could be a good bet for ultra-portable gaming laptops like this. And not only that, but with NVIDIA offering dozens of variants of the new RTX 3000 series cards with 80, 90, 120 watt versions, etc., OEMs now have so many options to pick and choose the right components for the size, the price, and the performance they want in their laptops. Which is great, but then it's also going to be a bit tricky to explain all this to the average consumer going into a Best Buy or a Currys PC world. I do need to do more testing of this, and also, as I say, ideally I want to get a proper side-by-side with the identical laptop, just with the different chips, to really confirm if these H35s, particularly the special edition, is the fastest gaming chip on the market for a laptop. But what I would say at this point is that if you are looking to upgrade your gaming laptop, maybe hold off on buying one if it comes with a Comet Lake chip. For example, the Razer Blade 15, because not only do I think the latest Ryzen 7 and 9 processors are a lot better anyway, but for gaming purposes, these new H35 chips should be faster, and also we're getting more next-gen features. The only reason you may want to go for a Comet Lake laptop is if you do need those extra cores, because games like Hitman 3 can really take advantage of it, and also assuming you can't wait for H45. So it's definitely an exciting time to buy a new gaming laptop, but it's also pretty confusing. But hopefully this video helped out a little bit, and if you do want to see more from me, including loads more upcoming gaming laptop reviews, then make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below, ding that bell, give me a thumbs up, all those horrible YouTube cliches, and I'll see you guys next time right here on the Tech Chap. Cheers for watching.
The bounty target is down. Well done.